I hear sound from almost everywhere, but fucking from up there, goddamn Dolby Atmos.
Might want to use it.
I don't know, I guess I'm going to take a look. Alright guys, welcome to Home Theater on a Budget. I'm just going to have a quick little discussion and I'm going to show you something on my iPad, and I'm going to try to do something like this weekly. But first I want to talk about Dolby Atmos and why it sucks for most movies. So we know like movies like Gravity's pretty good. Black Hawk Down is really good. There's movies like Ready Player One where the Dolby Atmos is good. I make it better. And you know, you guys are all spending lots of money, right? Like we all are. We're all buying, you know, 7.2, 9.2, 11.2, whatever it is. We're putting speakers everywhere. We're putting speakers in all the ceilings. And we're spending all this money. When we pop in a movie, we want every speaker to be alive. We want to hear everything, right? I would. I mean, I don't know how much money you guys are spending. I'm Home Theater on a Budget, and I built all my speakers. You know, people think they all should be the same, but no, I build all my speakers. I tweak them with Sherwin-Vega in this room. But I want every speaker to be alive. And I don't know, again, most of the movies with Dolby Atmos, it sucks. And you don't hear anything out of your high fronts, your high rears, or your ceiling speakers. Maybe you hear a plane fly overhead, atmospheric sounds, or whatever it is. We all want to hear that rain when it rains. We want to sound like it's raining on us, right? We want to hear sound like crazy. If they throw something, I want it to boom all the way across the room. I want the Dolby Atmos to be as good as that Dolby Atmos demo is on the Xbox, the Amaze demo. We've all seen that Dolby Atmos Amaze demo on the Xbox, and wow, how would you like every movie to sound like that? So what I want to do is tell you how I fix it, and nothing special. We're going to talk about Yamaha receivers. So Yamaha receivers, I got a 3070, and the thing that makes Yamaha special, and I'm going to say special because I've tried Pioneer, Onkya, Denon, I've went through the manual on the Marantz, all the high-end receivers. I think Yamaha is really the only one that's doing this. They all have great sound fields. Yamaha lets you overlay. You're playing in Dolby Atmos, and you can overlay their sound fields on top. And these aren't normal sound fields that you find on receivers, on other receivers. These are special Yamaha sound fields that give you that are tailored for this. They're made for this to overlay on Atmos. They're like a 3D sound field. They're better than the voice of God. We all know Euro 3D or whatever with the voice of God. People get that voice of God and they say that's the only way they're watching TV from now on. Why? Because they love that sound above them. That voice of God, their surrounds and their fronts. Oh my gosh, every speaker's active all the time. So I applaud that one. Yamaha has these sound fields. I use standard all the time. They have one that's called standard, and I'll show you on the iPad after this. I'll show you how I use it, but I love the standard. They have another one that I use for movies. I love the one for sports. The one for sports, Dolby Surround or whatever, when you're just watching normal 5.1 is good for sports. The Yamaha sports mode keeps all the voices in the front. But then you turn on that sports mode on the Yamaha, and now you are in the theater. Oh my gosh. If someone yells over here, the voice comes from over here. The sound field, the audience, it's like you're in the middle of that stadium and everybody's screaming all the time. Then you switch back to Dolby Surround. It's okay. Yamaha sound fields put Dolby Atmos on steroids. So Everything that's Dolby Atmos, no matter what it is, will sound good with a Yamaha receiver. And depending on how much effect you want to use or how much effect you want to apply, I'm going to show you that on the app, and we'll continue to talk about it there. But we all know that on most movies, Dolby Atmos really does suck. So how we want to do this or how you want to fix it, I think this is a good way. I know you guys are Marantz people like crazy. I can't do Marantz because I like to save energy, and Marantz will cook an egg in about 5 seconds. But Dolby Atmos, in my house, it's as live as a theater as anything. And it always brings me back to the first time you went and watched Jurassic Park in the theater. I remember Batman was coming out and Jurassic Park in the same movie theater at the same exact time. And we're watching Batman. I should have went and watched Jurassic Park because, oh my God, they were so close together. The sound in that Jurassic Park, I think it was the first DTS movie. Holy crap. That was impressive. And now when I'm in my Sherwin-Vega theater, woo, you take away the Yamaha, and I don't know. I'm kind of sad, but let's go look at the app now. I'll get the app and I'll be right back. All right, so let me show you the app. This app works on Android. It works on pretty much anything smart. So we're going to go find the Yamaha app. And as long as the Yamaha is on, we're going to go into the app. So a lot of receivers have apps, but we're just going to give a quick overview. You got your zones. So whatever zones you want to put in, you could get all your inputs directly. You have your scenes depending on how you want to influence the picture. And then you have all your options where if you want to add any sound and everything. And your DSP 3D mode, it's always on auto for me because that's what I want to show you about. And of course, I'm always putting extra bass into all my stuff. But let's talk about the sound fields. So auto is just purely what I have to use auto, say when I watch Sling TV, because it's 2-channel, and Dolby Surround or DTS neutral, you know, depending on how many times you push it. Dolby Surround, DTS Neutral X, Dolby Cinema, Music, and Auto. So Auto will automatically give you the best one, and that's what I have to use for everything 2-channel. Or I come down here and I get the most power for my front speakers. I use 9-channel quite a bit, and then on 9-channel, I got height balance, I got left and right balance, and I got front and right balance. So you get a lot of balance options there. But for Dolby Atmos, we're going to use standard, is the one I use the most. And you'll notice I pinch, I can enhance it. With this standard, you will think you're in the movie theater, and you will think your Dolby Atmos is on steroids. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. Using this Yamaha sound field, which is made for overlaying Dolby Atmos, it is that good. I could go here to advanced. I get surround and surround back options to play with. And I could just, I could manipulate this. I could take these. It doesn't matter. I could shrink it. I could mess it up, and I could reset. Typically on the surround, it's already at a surround back liveliness at a 5. The other one, enhanced, this one, let me reset it because I've already been playing with it. But this one here, you get the same options. You go here. Now you have presence speakers, and you could really tweak these up. So, you know, we just took the initial delay all the way up. Now look at the delay. The DSP is going negative. But you have so many options here. I mean, so many options. You go standard, it's like you're in the movie theater, and your Dolby Atmos will always be really, really good. You will not mess anything up. And depending on the sound fields, you'll notice you just get different ones. So like if I go to spectacular, you get all three of them. So you could adjust the delays on all of them. And I'll be honest, I don't go in the advanced very often. I go here. And now that initial delay is so much easier to just manipulate. And then if I drive it crazy, I'll just reset it. But this is where I am when I want great Dolby Atmos, and I want to make sure all my speakers are alive. Every speaker all the time is outputting sound, and it doesn't. All the normal Dolby Atmos stuff is there. This enhances it. This adds the atmospheric all the time. This adds the explosions all the time. The glass breaking, the rain falling, everything. The drama one I use sometimes, but not a lot. But I mean, all these, you want to go Westerns? Let's just go Westerns. And let's add a sound field to Western. You still get all three: presence, surround, and surround back. You can adjust it like crazy. The standard one doesn't allow you to do the presence because it's already mixed a certain way, and you can't go in there. But I promise you, it does work. The one that I really like, sports. I mean, first reset it, make sure it's where it's supposed to go. Go in here. The broadcasters are always at the front, always. And now you have the audience. You're in a stadium. The sound is everywhere, better than Dolby Surround. And let me tell you, the voice of God. People love the voice of God, right? They get that speaker in the middle, Euro 3D or whatever it's called. And I had a Denon receiver for a while, and they get that voice of God and they say, oh my gosh, this is the only way I'm going to watch TV from here on out. They're going to watch it in that mode because it's an overhead speaker that's always live. And I'll tell you, I've tried Pioneer, Yamaha, Denon, Onkyo. I looked at the manual for Marantz. Yamaha is the only one that puts these 3D sound fields into effect. No one else does these sound fields. And look at all these sound fields. For music, whatever you want to try to hear, you got different sound fields, and you can make them all sound good. All of them. And I think that's too big. But I hope this helps. I hope this will kind of explain to you. In my house, the Dolby Surround, using this standard, it's always live and it's always really good. I never complain that a disc's Dolby Atmos is not good enough. So something to think about. People buy Marantz because everybody thinks you have to buy Marantz. People see everyone on YouTube buying Marantz, and that's what they want. Or they're buying Denon. But I will tell you, I'm a surround guy. I want sound over everything. This is it. Yamaha receivers gives you the best Dolby Atmos. Tell me what you think. But Dolby Atmos by itself, I do not care what the receiver. Spare Change always says, this one has good Dolby Atmos. This one, Dolby Atmos is not very good. Avengers Endgame, Infinity War Part 1 and 2, the Dolby Atmos is not very good. Put on the Yamaha sound field, it's on steroids. There's a lot of good Dolby Atmos out there, but between you and me, there's a lot that is not good. That's just something to think about. Think about, do you want the best Dolby Atmos all the time? That's why you go with a Yamaha. They run extremely cool. They're very powerful. They accept 4 ohms. They do everything the big dogs do. So there's no favorites. Like everybody says they got the best receiver. This is really the only difference I see. And I'm a Pioneer guy. I'll take Pioneer Elite over everybody. But this right here, this Yamaha sound field setup, it's second to nothing. I mean, standard, edit, adjust, reset after you screw it up. That's it. I hope you enjoy this.